Happy St. Patrick's Day and welcome back from spring break. I hope you had a pleasant week off from school. Hopefully, you had some time off from all other responsibilities as well. I know sometimes spring break is not all that breaky, so I understand if you had other things going on. My day job is on spring break this week, so I'm kind of having a double spring break, but also a non-double spring break because something is always happening. So anyway, let's take a look at where we are. We are getting, of course, close to the end. The semester tends to go super fast after we get past spring break. So I want to get everybody kind of oriented to where we are. We are technically in our week 9, and we are starting the longer literature section of the course, in which you are going to be reading and writing and presenting on a novel, a full-length play, or a collection of poetry if you prefer to work with one of the poets. So this week is all about choosing that and getting started with the reading, because of course, reading a novel will take longer than reading a short story, et cetera, et cetera. So this week, the assignment is going to be to choose the work. So let's go to the module and take a look at what you have to choose from. All right. So, um, under learning materials, you will notice that we have a couple of handouts, one on the research review, one on student guide to academic research, and of course, we have the weekly walkthrough video. In the readings, you will find, of course, the link to the LibGuide, which is where you will find all of this material. And you're going to choose one novel, play, or set of poems. So under novels, you have Huckleberry Finn, which of course most people are familiar with and is very famous. Jane Austen's Emma, Kate Chopin's The Awakening, Margaret Atwood's The Handmaid's Tale. By the way, if you only watched the Hulu series and you write about that, I will know. So don't try to do that. Their Eyes Were Watching God, or Aldous Huxley's Brave New World. For those of you who might be interested in kind of local connections, Zora Neale Hurston is a Florida writer, and Their Eyes Were Watching God is her best known novel. Under plays, we have the very ancient version. We have one Shakespeare play to choose from, Much Ado About Nothing, which is one of the comedies, by the way. And all the other plays are from the 20th century. So The Glass Menagerie, Tennessee Williams, Lorraine Hansberry, A Raisin in the Sun, Arthur Miller, Death of a Salesman, and August Wilson's Fences. I will say that there have been movie versions of all of these made. Most recently, A Raisin in the Sun and Fences have been done a couple of different times. They've also been done on Broadway by people that you might know, including folks like Denzel Washington and Felicia Rashad. Lots of good ones there. I will say that it's odd, but there was a version of Raisin in the Sun done not in the so distant past, in movie version, that stars, of all people, the now infamous Sean Combs. Yes, P. Diddy. Um, it was a good movie version, but the classic movie version is from the 60s and it stars Sidney Poitier. And now that Diddy is of questionable reputation, I would go with the classic if you want to watch a version of it. You still need to read the play, but with plays especially, it is usually worth watching a version of it because plays are meant to be seen and not just read. Finally, you have poetry, but again, this is called the longer literature. So you can't just write about one poem. You have to write about a set of poems by one of these people. So in our LibGuide, you will find a collection of poems by Maya Angelou, Emily Dickinson, Langston Hughes, Keats, and or Wordsworth. They are both romantic poets, so you could cover both of them if you wanted to. Edgar Allan Poe, who many of you know more as a short story writer. And then finally, of course, Shakespeare again, with a collection of his sonnets. That is Indiana Skywalker Jones, and he loves Zoom. And so that's why he's having a fit, because he thinks people are going to watch him and tell him how cute he is, but you're not really here. So anyway, trust me, he's so cute. He will tell you that 100% of the time. So let's look at the LibGuide. So again, that you can see where to find this information. All of these will be under the longer readings tab. So we have them separated out by novels, drama, and poetry. When you click on novels, you will see all of the novels. You have the electronic versions. You also could check it out from the library, like a physical copy of it. You're welcome to read it in print form. We also have links in the LibGuides to author biographies and critical analyses, which will help when you are writing your own author biography, which is next week's assignment. And then, of course, the paper and presentation. So under drama, same thing. You've got all the plays are listed here. And you also, I think, let me see, they did have a film version of at least one of them somewhere. Oh, here we go. Under video, we have a link to the Glass Menagerie. So you can take a look at that. I am recording right there. And then, of course, poetry. Like I said, you can't just write about one poem. You would need to write about all the poems that are included in these sections. All right. So this week, you're going to post on the discussion board to let me know and your classmates know which you've chosen. So in the assessment section, we can go to the assignment and you'll notice that it is a short essay on how you went about choosing a work, which work you chose, and why. So that's it for this week. I hope you have a good recovery from spring break. And if you need anything, do let me know.